Gordon was resting in a siding. Sometimes when he was alone, he'd say to himself, "It's really very tiring to be such a large and splendid engine. One does have to keep up appearances so—" Gordon's thoughts were interrupted. "Beep, beep, beep! Hello, fat face! Hello, fat face!" whistled Henry. "Oh, what a cheek!" hissed Gordon. Gordon hadn't seen Henry in a while. "That Henry is getting too big for his wheels. Fancy speaking to me like that. To me!" he said, letting off steam. "Who has never had an accident?" Percy was nearby and overheard the last part of what Gordon had said and knew this wasn't true. "Oh, but Gordon," he asked innocently, "aren't jammed whistles and burnt safety valve accidents?" Gordon did not like being teased and knew that Percy was teasing him. No, indeed," he spluttered. "They are not accidents. Not accidents at all. High spirits might happen to any engine, but to come off the rails like Henry did when he was pulling the flying kipper. Well, I ask you, is that right? Is that decent?" Gordon would not stop criticizing the other engines. "Worthless tank engine, all you do is shunt the coaches for us important tender engines." "Oh, put a piece of coal in it, Gordon," huffed Percy. "You're nothing but a boastful, bossy, big blue bully." Gordon just snorted. Gordon watched as Henry got ready to take the express. "Be careful, Henry. You're not pulling the flying kipper now. Mind you keep on the rails today." And Henry snorted away. "Oh, fat face, fat face, fat face, whoosh!" And Henry went on his way. But Gordon didn't care. He yawned and went to sleep. But he didn't sleep for long. "Wake up, Gordon," said his driver. "A special train is coming and we're to pull it." Gordon yawned sleepily. "Is it coaches or freight cars?" "Cars," said his driver. "Cars," said Gordon. "Puh! I don't like cars." They lit Gordon's fire, but it was sulky. But there was no time to wait, so Edward had to push Gordon to the turntable to get him facing the right way so he could pull the freight train. Gordon grumbled like anything. "I won't go, I won't go." Don't be silly, puffed Edward. At last, Gordon was on the turntable. Edward was uncoupled, and he backed away. Gordon was cross and didn't care what he did. He waited till the table was halfway around. "I'll show them," he hissed, and made a plan to jam the table as he had once before. He only meant to go a little way, but he couldn't stop himself. His plan failed, and he slithered into a muddy ditch. "Oosh!" he hissed. "Get me out! Get me out!" "Not a hope, Gordon. Not a hope. You're stuck, you silly great engine. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand that?" They telephoned the Fat Controller. "So Gordon didn't want to take the special train and ran into a ditch? What's that you say?" "Special's waiting. Tell Edward to take it, please." "Oh, and Gordon? Leave him where he is. We haven't time to bother with him now." On the other side of the ditch, some boys were chattering. "Pooh! Doesn't he look silly? Doesn't he look silly? We'll never get him out," they began to sing. "Silly old Gordon fell in a ditch, fell in a ditch, fell in a ditch. Silly old Gordon fell in a ditch on a Monday morning. The school bell rang, and the boys ran off, still laughing. Gordon lay in the ditch all day. "Oh dear, I shall never get out." And he blew away 3 tadpoles and an inquisitive newt. But that evening, they lifted Gordon from the mud. The men put sleepers under his wheels to keep them from the mud. And James and Henry, pulling hard, managed to bring him to safety. Late that night, Gordon crawled home, a sadder and wiser engine.